Pokemon Prismatic tins? Yes. That is right, everyone. Today we have 5 Prismatic Pokemon tins. Now, we don't have the whole collection. I think we're missing the happy one. No. I mean, the fairy one. What else are we missing? We're missing Umbreon, I think. Is that Umbreon? I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're missing 2 of these guys and Jolteon, so we're missing a couple of them. But, you know, that's okay, because I don't really care too much about collecting the tins, even if they do look very cool. But let's waste no more time and go ahead and get to opening these bad boys. If you're wondering what's inside each of these tins, though, it looks like we have 2 of those Prismatic Evolutions booster packs. We have an EV coin, 1 of 8, and then we have a Pokemon art card showing the art from this mini tin, and you can collect all and combine them. We don't have 8 though, so we're not going to be doing that, unfortunately. But yeah, let's go ahead and waste no more time and actually open up this bad boy. Now, Vaporeon is probably my favorite of these 5. So we're going to go ahead and start with a Flareon, and let's hope we get something good. You know, let's go ahead and just get straight to it, man. Now we're just going to be wasting our money opening these, so yeah. Okay, wow. So that is the little art card that they were talking about. Ooh. And as you can see, we have some information. Let me go ahead and zoom in on that. We have Flareon, the fiery Pokemon. He's 2'11" and overweight. Okay. And the hailed air is carried to his flame sack. Yeah, I don't care about this. But yeah, we have one of these. I probably actually will put these in a sleeve because I think those are pretty cool. And maybe someday we'll collect all of those. But yeah, we have that little art card right there. And then we have this coin right here. Don't know how much that is worth, but I might pop it up on the screen. And now we have our Prismatic packs. Wow. They're hefty. They're feeling heavy. Hopefully that's a good sign, you know. And already being in these tins, these are already a PSA 7. You know? I think we're going to go ahead and actually just get all these booster packs out of the tins first, though. And I'll also show you those cards while I do that. All right, next up, we have the emo one. The emo or goth, whichever one it is. Yeah, buddy's freaking aura farming. Ooh, okay, so they're all pretty much the same design, just a different color, which is kind of dumb. And then we have this card right here with some information about it. You can pause if you're actually interested in that. Oh, and then it shows you how the art actually goes right there, if y'all can see that. Very neat. Let's go ahead and set that with Flareon over there. Okay, we got some more packs, as you can see. Next, we have Leafeon, the leaf one. Open up. All right. Ooh, and this one is green. Nice. At least we're getting different colored coins. Yeah, that's something. And then we have this one right here. Very nice. A bit taller than Flareon. Let's put that to the side. Yeah, I've been wanting to open these packs for so long, but I just had to get ready. As you can see, we have a new background. This happened after I decided I want to have a Pokemon channel. So I went out and did all this nonsense, and now here we are today with a nice little setup. All right, we have another red coin. So I'm assuming it actually is based on the type of Pokemon tins that you open, because both the Flareons were red, and yada, yada, yada. All right, next we have my favorite of the few that we have here. Probably the best looking tin as well. Let's go ahead and open up that. All righty. Yeah. Yeah, we got a shiny blue coin, a little bit different than the turquoise coin from, I think it was the emo one. But yeah, we have those. And then we have that art right there. And if you want to look at that, yeah. All right, let's get those out of the way, get those art cards out of the way. And now we have 10 of these beautiful packs. And they do seem like there's a decent amount of cards. I don't know what, something about these packaging, they just feel hefty. But yeah, we have 10 of these bad boys that we are about to open. All right, let us begin the process of opening these. Now, I don't know how many is to the front or what, but we will figure that out. All right. As So you got that little code right there. We'll do one to the front. Usually it's one to the front, right? All right. We have an energy, a Fafru, a Larvitar, a Burbuniri, Professor Research, Brigigigas, Carmine, Great Tusk, Espeon. Okay, that's the one I was not the
Happy.
one, the powerful one. We have Habanberry, and then we have Okadogogi. Okadogogi. I'm pretty sure I got this guy from my Japanese packs that I opened not too long ago, but unfortunate, we did not get any of that, but we still got that Umbreon. I'm wondering if you get one of those in every pack. Probably. But that is pretty neat. All right, next up. Yeah, I'm trying to be a lot faster with opening these so I don't have to do as much editing in post, but you know. All right, there's the code right there. All right, one to the front. I think we're doing it right. I don't even know. Energy, Friends and Paldea, Bronzer, Larvitar. Is this the same pack? Janine Secret Art, Brazong, Techno Radar, Buddy Buddy Puffin, Bronzer again, but the lower form, Minkadori, and then that is our card. Shit! All right, not off to an amazing start. That's one of our 10s out of the way. Please, please. Pokemon gods, please bless us with something at least $10. Something that's worth at least $10, bro. I'd be happy with that, There is the card right there. Okay. Okay, we have a foil energy right there, a Duskalopicus, a Hippopotamus, a Hondor, a Spritzony, an Ether Vessel, Rescue Board, a Dipplin, a Sylveon, that's the fairy one, and then we have Execute. Is that the last one? No? Oh, we got an Umbreon foil though. Have I been saying these names wrong? Umbreon is the goth one, and Espeon is the cool, powerful one, I think. I forget. But that's cool. We actually got a foil one of them, so I'm all right with that. I'm not hating it too much. Would have been cool to get a full art, but we move on. All right, next up. I still haven't figured out the secret that people do to actually get these cards to open up, There is the code card right there. One to the front. All right, we have a basic energy, a Pupitar, an Eevee, an Execute, a Larry's Skill, but he's looking dapper. We have an Ogre's Mask, a Kieran, Slocking. Ooh, we got one of the ancient types. I always like seeing these just because they're shiny. Next up, we have a Roto Stick, and then... Oh! I don't know if that's good or not, but I'm going to say it's good. Yo, we got Eevee, bro. Is that the good one? Probably not, but, that is a nice looking card. I wish I was a bit more fragile with the actual ting, Go ahead and sleeve that. Oh, yeah. She's shiny. She is shiny. All right. That actually put me in good spirits. So, I'm in a good mood. Compared to everything that was horrible going on, but, I'm in a good mood now. Very nice. I don't know. Maybe I'm freaking out in post editing this if that was actually a good card. It's probably one of the $1 cards though. No, not bad. Not bad. There's the code. One to the front. Alrighty. We have another foil energy. A Slowpoke, a Duskull, a Cottonee, a Litleo, a Earthy Vessel, Lacey, Executor, a Larvitar, and then Another Umbreon. I hate you. Is that the last one? Oh, it's not the last one. What do we have? Oh, buddy! That is right, folks! Is that considered a full art? I'm still not very well versed in the Pokemon card game lingo. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna assume that's a full art, though, and that's probably worth something. Maybe like $4. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. Very nice. All right, you know, I'm in better spirits now. I wonder if those actually came from the same tin. Dude, imagine freaking getting one of these tins and not getting an actual, like, full art or anything like that. I would be pissed off, because these things are like, how much were they each? I got a deal on them, but I think they're a decent amount. All right. There is the code card right there. All righty. All right, energy, regular. We got the Goldeen, an Applin, Schnischel, a Hoot Hoot, a Seeking, a Karmatic Code Breaking, an Executor, a Hoot Hoot, and then Slowpoke, and then... Oh, yeah! Let's freaking go! Now, I'm probably not getting the crazy variants of these. I'm gonna be real. But, you know, I'm still happy with anything that's not a freaking regular holo, dude. I will gladly take this. You know, it's not all about the money. Unless it is. Unless it is about the money, then I will gladly take them if they are a crazy card. But yeah, we have two of is there 7 of them? And then we have Eevee being the other one. So there's probably 8 of these type of cards with the whole group. And we have 2 of those. So that's, you know, that's pretty good. I'm not too mad at it. We have 4 more packs though, more than halfway done now. You know, I'm not in a bad mood now. I'm honestly happy that we got one. I'm honestly happy because, you know, I'm not going to lie to y'all. There's a lot of footage that hasn't seen the light of day. There's been so many videos that I recorded that just, I didn't get anything. And I just wasted money. Here's the code card. Very nice. One right there. Let's get those out the way. All right. We have an Energy, a Goldeen, Applin. There's a lot of the same ones in here. Sneasel, Riolu, Great Tusk again, non-holo. Professor Seda, Sissuine, Noibat, Jolteon. Okay, I'm actually liking that one. And then, Espeon. I think we already gotten that one, though. Not bad, but not what we want. All right, 3 more packs. Come on, give me something crazy. Give me something crazy. Imagine I got those 2 and those are actually like some of the craziest ones. I don't think those are the best ones that you can get. I really don't. I think you could get a God Pack from these though. Probably not for me though. But, you know, that would have been cool. All right, Basic Energy. We got a Boonawary, Professor's Research, Pinsir, Black Belt Training, Slowking, Janine's Secret Art, Bug Catching, Hoot Hoot again. We've probably gotten 3 of this one now. I hate you. All right, then we have Aromatisse. And then finally we have Vaporeon. I actually like this card. Look at that art. That is a nice little art right there. We love you, Vaporeon. Never change. Not that way, though. We're not part of that community. Not that way, though. Okay, not that way. All right. Next up, we have... I always found it crazy that there's actually people... Actually, we're not even going to... We're not going to talk about that one. We're not going to talk about that one. All right. Next up, we have our code card. And then we have one to the front. Basic Energy, Hippopotamus, Voodoo, Spritzy, Roto Stick, Screamtail. Ooh, is that like a ancient, what's his name? Jigglypuff. Is that like an ancient Jigglypuff? Very cool. Ogre's Mask. Festival Grounds, Executor, Noctowl. So the evolution of that owl, mother chucker. And then we have Blood Moon Ursaluna. Shit! All right, boys, our final pack. Wouldn't it be crazy if this was a God Pack, though? Can you get God Packs on this one? I don't even know. Oh, my goodness. I'm scared to open it. I don't even want this to end, because once it ends, it's rest assured that I've wasted my money. Okay, let's just do it. All right, last pack. This one opens pretty easy. All right. There is the code card right there. All right. Aromatisse, Noibat, Black Belt Training, Slowpoke, Bug Catching Set, Pyroar, Verdant Vet. Ooh, that's a cool. Whoa, is that actually a rare card? Yo, it's like textured. Y'all see that? I think that's actually good. We might have actually just gotten a good card right there. Nice. Then we got Dunsparce, and then Vaporeon, wrapping it up. Oh, wait, there was another one. Ooh, a Basic Energy. I guess I did not do it right. We got some decent stuff in that pack, though. That's a cool energy. And then we got our boy Vaporeon again. And then we got, I think this was actually the craziest card we just got. Because, look, it's like textured. And I think the Pokeball is good. I forget. All right. It's over. Well, boys, I'm going to go ahead and spoil it for you. We did not get anything good. You know, we got some decent cards, though. These are pretty cool. But yeah, we got some all right cards. We got the regular foils of those evolutions. And then we got these two right here. But sadly, we did not get the best. You know, tis the game of Pokemon collecting, you know? Tis the game. But before we end this video on a loss, everybody, we still have one more thing to do, and that is to open up our mystery package. That is right. At the end of every Pokemon video, I think I'm going to start trying to open one of these random packets, not from just Jack in the Box, you know, but just random crap that has a chance of getting something good. You know, I was at Jack in the Box yesterday and I saw it was their 75th anniversary. So I'm like, oh, let me get that special meal for an extra $5. Just to get this cool little toy. And I'm hoping this was worth it because they got everything on my meal wrong. So hopefully we will get something to help us end this horrible nightmare that we call life on a high note. So let us go ahead and open up this thing. But before we do that, this is everything that you can get from this one. We have the boss, which is the rare. We have the spicy, we have saucy, and we have icy. Collect all four. Probably not. I'm not paying $50 a meal just to get all of these. So yeah, hopefully we get the boss. That'd be cool. Here we go. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! I'm just kidding. But yeah, we did not get the boss. We got the freaking... Ooh, that's actually... What in the Jack in the Box Labubu? And we got, which one is this? This is the saucy one, I think. You know, it's honestly pretty cute. I probably will hang this off of my car mirror or something. That's actually pretty cute. All right, well, that is everything for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed this. You know, if you did, feel free to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.